Welcome to the podcast that was supposed to start at 8:30, but is starting at 8:41.
8:41, casually late, dude. I was mowing a steak bomb sub as I was walking into my house. I realized I was late. But you know, you
Did
don't gonna make a big deal about it.
but you realized you were late, but did you give your friend a heads up text message, or did I text you at 8:31 saying you're late?
Are you suggesting that I text and drive? If so, you're a horrible person.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll take
Huh?
this. I'll take that
Huh?
feedback. I'll take that feedback. Now my question is, why are you late, sir? Why why
I
why when
I
we have this scheduled every week at 8:30 are you late for this amazing podcast?
Look, I had an appointment at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. I went down, Old Commonwealth Chevrolet. I wanted to see what the new Chevy Trax was about. I drive a Chevy Spark. Have you ever met somebody who drives a Chevy Spark? I need to get rid of it. I need to get out of there, right? Need to get a larger vehicle. So I went to see what this new Chevy Trax was all about. It's like an SUV, but it's not. It's like in this mini SUV category. So I was all about it. And dude, I pulled the trigger. I pulled the trigger and I got it. I didn't know that Bozo the Clown was going to spend like an hour and a half on paperwork, dude. I thought it was a much more streamlined process in 2023, but it wasn't.
So to be clear, that's a little bit more cleaned up. The words he said to me when he first joined, as I was waiting to hit the go live button, were he bought a big car. He bought a big car, not the intelligent Joey that you just heard. It was I bought a big car, and
Hey,
then no, and then it was, well, dude, why are you late? Well, man, I didn't know I was gonna buy a car. You went to the fucking car dealership. Were you gonna go there to watch a movie?
no, I was going to go see it live in action. All this bullshit. Oh, let me browse the inventory online. Fuck that shit. You go old school. You want to mingle with the greasy salesman. You want to hear his life story. You want him to pull his sales shenanigans about how lucky I am to be there with it. You want the whole experience, man. Call me old school.
All right. Well, congratulations on your big car. I'm very excited you have a big car. It was a little weird being for those who never met us in person. I'm a rather large gentleman. I think I could eat Joey's current car. So I'm very glad that you got a new car.
Dude, I only got it because I was living in the city and I had a tandem parking spot, dude. Never heard of that prior to having it. Every time you have to leave your parking spot, you need to move somebody else's car who's blocking you in. And it was this small ass spot that even a compact car would struggle to get into. So I had to buy either a Mini Cooper or a Chevy Spark. And I went with the Chevy Spark, man.
All right. All right. Moving on. This is, it's already 8:45. Oh man, this is gonna be an interesting show. It's gonna be an interesting show. Recaps are gonna be quick. I
Yeah.
think the fight breakdown's gonna be quick, and I think the year-to-date stats are gonna be quick. Could be a quick show. Every time I say that, it ends up being like a 2-hour show. So who knows?
All right.
But let's just move in. This is my recap because
Oh, jeez.
again, I put these slides together at 8:26, thinking I was going to be late. Not that the co-host was going to join at 8:41.
All right.
So
Easy.
So what I'll say here is this was my thought process. One, I'm lazy. Tennis still going very well. Still
Very well.
going well. Helping the hole that your boy has gotten into here.
Mhm.
UFC pay-per-view was not a fan. I did not win money, which always makes it hard to really like a pay-per-view, but I did
That's
not
true.
think the fights were that good, if I'm being honest with
Good. As you know, I missed it. I had an obligation. I missed the whole fucking thing. I watched the prelims, and when it came time to pull the trigger and actually order that $80 pay-per-view, I didn't do it. I said, fuck it. Why would I spend the money if I can't enjoy it and watch it? So I passed, and apparently I didn't miss much, huh?
you. No, and again, I think there's some question if Cejudo won the fight. I can see the argument. I personally watching it, I'm not a judge. I thought Sterling did win the fight. But after, hearing the arguments and watching it, there's definitely an argument that Cejudo won. The Gilbert Burns fight was just a letdown. He got hurt early. He couldn't recover. But Bilal is not a dangerous human being. He
Yeah.
didn't finish him. Yeah, he pieced him up and he clearly won a unanimous decision fight, but he never put Gilbert Burns in trouble.
Yeah.
The Kennedy fight was good. I'll give him that.
Yeah, that was good.
basically
That was
he
good.
basically got knocked out, came back, and then got the win. And then what was the other fight? The Diego Lopez versus the guy who was undefeated. I'm blanking on his fucking name right now.
Oh, the Russian guy.
Yeah.
Maskarov. What was his name? What?
Yes.
kid-
Yes.
Yeah.
Lopez almost pulled that out, man. It was a very good fight. That was probably the best fight of the night, in my opinion. Lopez came there to fight, and he had him in some submissions where it was like, holy shit, this is going to be a massive upset. I think he was like a plus $800 dog.
Yeah. Huge
So it was
dog.
close. Yeah, it was
And
close.
you said Dana gave him a performance bonus?
Yeah. It was towards the end of the fight. He pulled him aside and said performance bonus after he lost the fight. I was like, I've never seen that before. So
No. When has that ever happened? But dude, props, man. Props. He must have put on a show.
yeah. As we talk about UFC, the $80 pay-per-view price is getting a little obnoxious. I'm
It's
not gonna
silly,
lie.
dude. It's silly.
Yeah, that was a tough pill to swallow on fucking Saturday night. I went in to buy it and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
$79.99. I'm looking at the card and I'm like, it was questionable. It was a questionable no buy for me. I'm not gonna lie.
I think they're running into some schedule problems, man. I really do, because some of these cards are super, super thin. And
Mhm.
if you compare it to the days of old, right, with the UFC pay per views back in the day with Liddell and Ortiz and all that, they would stack these pay per views, man. They'd stack them. And you look at what's happening. If you have this many events, you can't guarantee that it's going to be that $80 worth. You really can't.
No.
And I don't know. I just feel like long term, people will eventually not pay. People eventually stop paying that. Long term, I feel that'll be the case, man.
And we've said this for a very long time, right? I think I love to have there's UFC every week. I'm not gonna complain about that. That being said, I would much rather see the prelim card on a pay-per-view be the headline card on these fight nights and make the fight night main cards the prelim fights on a UFC pay-per-view. Just
Yeah.
stack the UFC pay-per-view cards, make those the you can't miss, and make the fight nights okay. You miss one, it's not that big a deal because you're basically seeing a bunch of prelim fighters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
All right. Last hope for Boston here. The Celtics currently up. I think I saw 50-46 at halftime. Need a win.
Okay.
Need a W tonight to continue. In Philly, in hostile territory. I'm not confident. Not confident.
Bro, no. They're gonna take this one, bro. They're gonna take this one.
Maybe. Not confident on them though. Long term.
Yeah. Some concerns if they make it past the Sixes, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I will say that my future bet of Boston teams winning a championship, the Red Sox World Series actually looks the best out of all of them, which is a scary thought. Which is a
Really?
very scary thought. So let's move into this fight night here. So who do we got? Who do we have in this fight?
Oh boy. Well, all right, you can tell that I'm not excited about this main event at all.
Mhm.
This is, I mean, to the point I just made. You know you're struggling when Jarzinho is still somehow headlining cards. For fuck's sake, man. That's a bad spot to be in. Really is. If you look at the card in its totality, there's a few fights that I'm interested in. I wouldn't say it's a garbage card. They actually some of my I don't want to say favorite, but let's say some of my liked or most liked fighters are fighting on this card, man. Like all right, Johnny Walker, I would love for him to see get finished. That's just what I enjoy about watching him fight, is watching him get finished in comical fashion. I think Anthony Smith, it's fun. The dude's been around, Lionheart, bit of a legend in the sport. I'm looking forward to that fight. Ian Gary, is he worth the? Is he all the hype? I don't know. We'll see. I think he's got a hell of an opponent in front of him with Daniel Rodriguez, and some of the other fights I'm looking forward to. Some of them not a great card, but not a horrible one, man. We've seen worse.
So I agree with you, but now I am going to make it a horrible card for you. You ready for this?
What?
11:30 a.m. prelim start time.
Oh
3
no!
p.m. 3 p.m. main card start time.
Oh fuck! Why? Where is it?
They're doing the ABC show, so they have, I think it's like once every 2 or 3 months they do the UFC on ABC. I think to grasp a
Yeah,
bigger audience, which
yeah.
I get.
Mm.
I will try to watch this on in the background. It's a Saturday in fucking May. I got yard work to do. I got shit to do. I cannot sit and watch this UFC fight card during the day like this. This is not a
Yeah,
pay per view. This isn't a London pay per view with an early start time that you can justify it. Like, I'm not fucking up a Saturday day to watch this. Gonna be
Can you
frank.
help me? Can you help me understand how they think that the ratings will be better with a start time like that, 11 in the morning and 3 p.m. for a main card? Can you
I
talk me
don't.
through that thinking? Because that doesn't make any fucking sense.
I can't help you. The only thing I'm thinking is that they're going against NBA and NHL playoffs Saturday night. They don't want the competition, so they figure throw this on during the day. I don't know if that's something to do with again, right? The monster that is ABC, ESPN, Disney. I don't know if ESPN doesn't want any competition for
Right.
any, playoff potentials or anything like that. Not a fan though. Not a
No.
fan. And again, I'm not gonna lie. I may have to like watch the highlights on this one, or just be checking it on my phone because I don't think I'm gonna have time to sit down and watch this.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see how the day unfolds. I'm not feeling good about it though. I second that.
All right, so let's just jump into it here. Let's jump right into
Oh,
it.
so imagine it. Imagine at 11 in the morning, you've had your cereal and your coffee, and you tune in just in time to see Jessie Jess step foot in the octagon. What a fucking. She is not that girl. She is not. I'm sorry, Dana. Sorry, UFC. It didn't quite work out the way that you wanted it to work out with Jessie Jess. Oh, what a story she has. Used to be homeless and used to, I mean, look, all that stuff is actually quite admirable. However, I say it, hey, the UFC is fantastic because the story don't mean shit, bro. You step into that octagon, you either have it or you don't. Jessie Jess does not have it. That's why she's 11-8. That's why she will retire after this loss at the not so ripe age of women's MMA of 35. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, JB. She's not getting it done. She's not. There's not much else to say. Pretty sure she got her arm broken in her last fight, and I don't even know if she got surgery on. I don't even. She might have went with this like alternate recovery. I read that somewhere, bro. There's all kinds of flags on this girl. Probably a great person, really great story. Not a great fighter. She takes the L against the up and coming debutante in Tenera Lisboa. That's all I got to say about this one. Not betting it, man. Not betting it. I would love to fade her, but you can't put money on this, man.
Yeah, no. So help me. So, what is Jesse? Why can I hear myself echo? You got like no headphones on here or something, bro?
Oh yeah, I didn't have time to find my headphones, bro. I had to get sorry. I'll back away from my speaker. Is that better?
Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. What am I gonna do with you, man? Honestly, show up 11 minutes late. You don't got headphones. I don't know what to
Sorry,
do with you.
bro. Sorry,
No.
sorry. It's my bad. My headphones aren't charged either. Even if I found them, they'd be useless, bro.
When do we do the show every week? At what time and what day?
Don't lecture me live on the air.
Okay.
Don't pull this bullshit, dude. You were about to talk about Jessie Jess, man. Stay focused.
Okay. I can fucking hear myself. I hate you. Jesse Jess. What is so I vaguely remember her big claim to fame was that she beat Paige Van Sant in her like third UFC fight, fourth
Mhm.
UFC fight, and people thought that was a big deal. Is she also like an OnlyFans girl, or are guys just like drooling over her? Like, what is her big claim to fame? Because she's got a pretty big following, and I don't understand why.
Well, guys. So guys are drooling over her. That's for sure. That's confirmed. I don't know if she's into the OnlyFans, like Instagram, sell your body kind of thing. I don't know if she does that. She could do that. I can't confirm if she does. What I know about her is they tried to push her, obviously, because she's cute. She's got a story. She had a rough kind of past and all that. She all of a sudden beats Paige Van Zant, which the UFC was trying to do with her. So I feel like she was prime to be the next, you know, poster woman of the UFC. And just like Paige Van Zant, man, you either got it or you don't, and she doesn't.
All right, yeah, I think it's just guys drooling over. I'm on our Instagram page right now. It's honestly like she's a fighter. She's a fighter first, so I will give her props there.
All right, good.
But yeah, nothing for me on this fight. Maybe retirement fight, but I just think she might get cut after this. I don't even know if she'll retire. She might just get cut.
I should get cut. I don't think there is a retirement there. I think they'll just boot her and say, good luck in PFL or whatever.
All right, what do you got on this next one here, sir?
Oh, we got Gabe Green and Brian Battle. This is going to be a good fight. This is actually one of the fights I'm looking forward to, man. So Gabe Green, last time he fought. Oh, that's actually funny. Jessie Jess and Gabe Green, last time they fought, it was on the same card. And I was out there in Vegas for International Fight Week watching it, bro. And I'll tell you, Gabe Green, he put up a fight against Ian Gary, clearly lost, but he didn't look horrible. I think Gabe Green's, he's good. And I don't think Battle's fought a guy as good as Gabe Green. I don't. Well, I mean, Battle got trashed his last time out, but this is going to be interesting. I really want to take the dog spot in Battle. I really do, just because I like Battle. He's got, I mean, nice reach, moves well, good striker. Still super young, super motivated. He's willing to take on challenges. I like watching this guy rise. Again, he got destroyed his last fight, but look, Gabe Green's good. It's not that good. So I think it's going to be a good test for Brian Battle. Uh, I would be looking at Battle here, but do you try and juice it up and take Battle by decision if you lean in the dog spot? I don't know. Perhaps Gabe Green, he has been knocked out twice, and Battle is a decent striker. Could it happen? Maybe. I'm thinking I just want to watch this though. I was on Battle early, and I was saying, "Hey, I'm going to take that dog spot. Going to take him. I believe in him." But I don't know, man. The more I think about it, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I think pick is going to be Battle. Gonna be rooting for that dog, but I can't bet it.
All right, I'm opposite here. I'm Gabe Green.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's just more so strength of schedule here. Gabe
Yeah.
Green has fought a lot of good people. His losses, like you said, Ian Gary, Daniel Rodriguez, Jalen Turner, and Bellator in 2017.
Wow, that's a
Okay,
fun fact.
so you know, you look at his losses; those are to legit people.
Hmm.
Brian Battle, not so much.
No, yeah, that's true.
And he also hasn't beat anyone big, in my opinion. You look at his UFC fights; he's an Ultimate Fighter season guy, as from what I can tell. Um, his wins again, Trayshawn Gore. Do we need to talk more about that? Like,
No.
again, his wins are he won the fights he should have won, and I don't think he's been tested. He's a live dog here. I will agree with that. He is
Yeah.
100% a live dog here,
Yeah.
but I think when you're in a hole like I am, you can't be saying, well, let's just go with the live dogs. Gabe Green, I'm not even that confident. He's just a parlay piece. When you're looking at, juicing some things up, I'm not betting 1.3 on Gabe Green to win a
Right.
unit. I'm putting him in a parlay to get even or plus money.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. It's true. Battle's young and up and coming, so let's see what he's made of that fight. Um, I'll tell you what. I got nothing to say about this fight here. About Ji Young Kim versus Mandy Baum. What can you say about Ji Young Kim? She lost to Antonina Shevchenko, therefore disqualified for me ever betting on her ever. This is bullshit, man. I don't know. This will probably be what 12 noon. I'll make myself a sandwich or something like that. I don't know. Not betting it. Don't care about it.
Um, I agree. It's probably a not bet non-bet for me here. The only couple issues I have here is one, I think both these girls have had like literally all their fights canceled. Like I feel like they've been trying to fight for like since 2020, and they probably should have had like literally 10 fights and like five of them have gotten canceled. I don't
Mm.
know why. I don't know if it was injuries and all that. The only thing I will say, and I have nothing to support this, was the UFC trying to push Mandy Baum? Like, I know that name and there's no reason. And I know she's known as the monster. I know she's known as basically the German monster. I don't
I
know
don't
how I
know.
would know that. So there's got to be some sort of UFC push here, unless I don't know. Either maybe I'm just making that up. I have no idea. No idea.
I can't prove you wrong, so therefore you are true. That is
Yeah.
correct.
Yes, but I agree. No bet. No bet.
All right. So next up, we got Natan. I believe it's Nathan Levy versus Pete Rodriguez. I could say
If you're trying to say that I made a spelling error there, it is actually Natan. But if you notice on the slide, I did miss the Z and Pete Rodriguez.
Oh, holy shit! That's how you actually spell it. Shit.
Yes.
Does he pronounce that Nathan?
I'm not him, so I don't know.
I don't think he does.
No,
I think I fucked it up.
I think you did.
Either way.
Yeah.
I think on this one, JB, Pete Rodriguez is interesting. And when you make your debut against Jack Della Maddalena, that's tough. That's tough, bro. But you know what? He came back and he knocked the fuck out of Mike Jackson. So I want to say that Pete Rodriguez might have found himself some momentum here. All right. In his professional career, his only KO was against Jack. All right. It's respectable. The guy is knocking dudes out. All right. I know he was in the minor leagues. He's only been in the UFC for a couple fights, but this guy knocks people out. He's a young buck, 26 years old, right? Now, when you look at Levy, he doesn't knock anyone out, right? He literally has 0 knockouts. However, he's dangerous and he's got some subs under his belt. As far as fighting in the UFC, he's got a little more experience, came off the Contender Series, and he's got a couple fights. I don't know, I feel it in my plums, JB. Pete Rodriguez at plus 205 is going to be worth a stab. I don't have much rationale to back it up. I don't have a detailed take here. I'm just saying. Don't be surprised when Pete Rodriguez catches the chin and puts it lights out. This is gonna be a totally if I pull the trigger on this, I'm gonna be hammered, which means in the middle of the day, 1 PM, I'm gonna be hammered, and that's probably not good for anyone. But I got a feeling it's gonna be Rodriguez, man. I think he's gonna basically create some momentum here and make a little run for himself in the UFC. That's what I feel.
Don't hate it. My logic is this: you even say fuck the plus 205, you take Pete Rodriguez by KO at plus 380. The only way Pete Rodriguez wins this fight is by KO. I think
Mhm,
the longer the
mhm.
fight goes on, if it goes to the ground, you're going to lose anyway. So
I like
take a
that.
stab, plus 380. Nathan, Natan, however he says his name, has not fought anyone. So no, he's
Right.
never been knocked out, but he's never been put in trouble before. So again, I think you say Pete Rodriguez plus 380 by KO.
Yeah, boom. I love it. I love it. All right, next up, we got Cody Stamen, my favorite wrestler, versus Douglas Silva DeAndrade. I think Cody Stamen is coming back. I think my man is making a legitimate comeback. I think he just wasn't ready. He wasn't ready when the UFC tried to push him and when he made his run, which is the dude's a vet, man. He's been fighting for quite some time, and he's not even that old at 33. So this dude he's been in the octagon quite a bit. Yeah, he had a pretty bad skid, but he's fought some names, dude. He's fought some names, and I think the dude's an incredible athlete, really do. As is Douglas, but at 37, nah, I think you can't go against a guy that's that much younger than you. I think he's more athletic in Cody Stamen. Does he have the power, Cody, that Douglas does? Probably not. But I think Cody Stamen's going to take this one, man. And I think he does it by decision. These guys are kind of built similarly, 5'6" and 5'7", just kind of little muscle balls. But hey, I'm on the Cody Stamen train. And I think after he beats Douglas, he's getting back in the rankings. He's making a little noise, man. He's going to make a little noise. It's my prediction. So Cody Stamen, juice it up by decision if you must, or just don't get cute with it and say, you know what, minus 155 is about right for me. I'm gonna find a way to squeeze Cody into a parlay. That's what I'm gonna do. What do you think?
I agree with everything you said. So I'm not even gonna try to say anything else. Cody is not a straight up play for me. I'm not as confident as you, but he is a strong parlay piece. So
Yeah,
again, I'm already saying Cody and Gabe Green parlay is already part of my play for Saturday.
love it.
Hang on, I gotta switch my. Yeah, I can't believe I can hear myself. You are the worst
Oh,
co-host on the face of the earth.
speaking of parlays, Chase Sherman. What a better parlay piece could you? No, come on, Chase Sherman. What is Chase Sherman? How is he? How is he still fighting in the UFC? That's actually a valid question. How is he still fighting? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Lost 5 of his last 6. I just don't know at what point do you hang it up or get cut? At what point? 6 out of 7, and he's gonna lose. Chase Sherman is going to lose this fight. Carl is up and coming. He's up and coming. I know he's not that young at 33, but I'm telling you, man, he's gonna be in the UFC and he's gonna make a run, Carl Williams. I think he will. I just think, yeah, it's an odd comparison to even make with the two of these guys. Chase Sherman is not impressive anywhere, really. I guess if you look at the record at 16 and 11, okay, red flag there. You look at he's got 15 knockouts. All right, 15 KOs. You mean all but one of his wins have come by knockout, but he's not knocking anyone out, bro. You have to dig pretty deep to get a consistent string of knockouts. Back to 2019, a couple, 2017, some more. I don't know anybody who's high on Chase Sherman. I know a lot of people who are higher on Kyle Williams. I'm one of them. Minus 410, obviously too steep. Obviously. So why don't we cook up a nice little parlay here? Huh? Little Kyle Williams, Cody Stamen. I like the way this is brewing. I just gotta finish. I gotta find the third leg, man. But yeah, you want Chase Sherman?
So this is a no bet for me, other than a sprinkle. A
Oh,
sprinkle.
you're gonna sprinkle Chase Sherman.
A little sprinkle here. And
Oh,
here's
God.
here's what I'm gonna do. Okay. You ready for this?
I don't know if I am, to be honest.
You're not?
Go.
Not ready for this. I gotta
Go.
find the odds here. So hang on. Oh fuck. Where is okay? Chase Sherman, round 3 KO plus 3,500. Sprinkle. Sprinkle. You know why? Do
All
you know
right.
why? Because it hit for me the
I
last time. Because it hit for me the last time.
Oh God. Well, yeah. Look, a sprinkle. I can't hate that, bro. Can't hate that.
Gotta love some sprinkle pieces. Gotta love some sprinkle pieces. But no, I think Chase Sherman gets absolutely fucking wrecked here. My only point is if Carl goes after him because he is like, this guy is out of my league. Chase Sherman does kind of have a chin. So if Carl Williams burns himself out, and then you got just two big boys swinging around three, at that point, anything can happen. I think Carl puts him away early, though. I think Carl probably puts him away in round 1 or 2.
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you, if it goes round 3, it's gonna be a sloppy ass fight, bro.
If it goes round 3, Chase Sherman has a shot.
All right. So up next, we got Matt Brown. Jesus Christ, at 42 years of age, going against Court McGee, who is 38. So the old men strapping it up, going at it. I like Matt Brown in the dog spot, man. I do. I like Matt Brown. I don't know. These guys, when you look at the records, it's like, oh man, like there's a lot of losses mixed into like the last 5 and 10 fights. So I don't know. At this point, it's like who's got that? Who's got just a little shred of that dog left in him? Who is it? And I'm gonna go with the immortal Matt Brown only because, just not a Court McGee believer, right? I'm just not a believer. Now I'm not betting this at all. If anything, I'll just watch it to see what it's like for two guys, of this age to just beat each other up. It's kind of a rare thing, isn't it, to see a 42-year-old just like going to war? So I hope it happens. Hope it's entertaining, but I'm not betting on this.
Yeah, I agree completely with you. I'm going to stay away from this fight. That being said, looking at the rankings, Court McGee is the 49th number welterweight in the world.
Okay.
Matt Brown is number 50.
All right.
So this should be -110, -110. So you're getting plus money on Matt Brown. It's worth a shot. If you want to bet it, I don't. So I'm going to be a pass for me.
Yep. Wise.
Look at this. Look at us flying through stuff tonight.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, where's the ticker? Where's my ticker?
Calm down, sir.
Whoa. All right. So we're on the main card. And I'll tell you what, Tim Means coming in as the dog plus 185. My boy, Alex Morono at -215 as the favorite. I like Alex Morono a lot. In general, as a fighter, I like the way he fights. He's a super, super high fight IQ, man. I like him, man. I like him. And I know he got knocked out by Santiago Ponzinibbio last time. It hurt me a bit. I didn't see it coming there in the third round. But look, Santiago he's a hell of a fighter. He has been for a long time. Alex Morono is not elite, but man, he's been on a nice little tear, cruising through kind of the middle of the pack, guys. Speaking of middle of the pack, Tim Means. That's what he is. Come on, he's nothing more than that. I mean, therefore, Morono's going to run through him. I don't. Dirty Bird has never really done it for me. He's weird, man. He's just weird watching him fight. And not impressed with the resume, not impressed with the wins. And at 39 years old, guess what? I'm not impressed with that, especially. All right. Give me Morono. And I think we're looking at a parlay piece here. Morono, Stamen. We'll see if Carl makes the cut. But I think Morono and Stamen, maybe I'm just got to wait a little longer to find that third leg, man. But I don't know. What do you think?
My pick is also Morono, but I'm very concerned to the point I might not bet it, and here's why.
Really?
This fight is at welterweight. Now, if I remember correctly, wasn't Alex a middleweight? Is he changing weight classes to make this fight? I know Tim Means is a welterweight.
Well,
that's 185 to 170, right? That's a 15-pound difference, no?
Yeah, but so Means is moving up.
No.
Morono's moving down?
The fight is at welterweight.
Oh, so Morono's cutting.
Yeah, and a cut like that makes me a little nervous. No?
Depends, bro. Depends. Can we look at him on the scale? Can we look at him? Does he look super drained? I don't know, man. You could look at it both ways. A guy that is naturally heavier, if he has a healthy cut, right, that could be a significant size advantage in the octagon when they step in, or it could be a horrible cut. There's really no way to tell until you can see the guy,
So again, right, not going to bet this until I can watch the weigh-ins. Now, when are the weigh-ins? Tomorrow at fucking 9 a.m.? Like, what the fuck is that going to be? But anyway.
All right, good point.
And then the reach advantage here. You got a 6'2" Tim Means against a 5'11" Alex Morono. 75-inch reach versus 72 on the arms, and then 43.5 versus 39 in the legs. That is
Yeah.
sizable. That is sizable. So
I mean, it's significant. It's not huge.
at minus 225, though, those two things that I just told you. So you're going to lay 2.25 units to win 1 unit for someone who has to cut weight. Not saying he can't, not saying it's going to be difficult, but he has to. Not fighting his natural weight class and has that reach disadvantage. I think
Yeah,
he
I
still wins. I think he's my pick, but I don't know if I can bet it for those reasons.
right, yeah, sure. I get it. I understand. Yeah, I'm going to assume that it's not a brutal weight cut, and if I look at the both of them as fighters, I say Morono all day, even with the reach advantage for Means. Yeah. Yeah, now you got me nervous about this cut, you son of a bitch. Fuck it. I'm going Morono. Morono, all in, double down.
Love it. Love it. Again, more power to you. He is who will win the fight. I just have general concerns. And you are not in the hole I am, my friend. So
Yeah, that's true. I like this new conservative version of you, man. It's wild.
just when we say the word conservative, just make sure people know that's what I mean about my betting and not my views on life.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I don't
well,
I don't want things to be confused here.
Anyway, minus 410, Carlos Ulberg, fun to watch. Versus Ehud Potera. I like Ulberg, man. I like him. He's been fun to watch. His last few times out, man. He's last few times out, last couple times, first round knockouts. Super exciting. Is he the real deal? I don't know. Obviously, if you can knock a couple people out in the first round, that's great. You get some hype behind you. City kickboxing by default, you have some hype behind you because of the gym. But the dude's built, man. He's built like a dangerous motherfucker, you know. So at minus 410, that is a bit steep, to be honest. So obviously money line is out of the question. So do you bet him in a parlay? I don't know. So you look at his opponent, Ukraine. Um, do you bet against Ukraine? Yeah,
You can. You absolutely
yeah.
can.
I
Yeah.
think you can. I think I'm gonna. You know, I don't know much about Potera. I really don't. Yeah, if you look at the resume, okay, Mauricio Rua, fine, he won. I for me, okay, it's a guy that hasn't really fought in the UFC, and I just don't. I'm not going to bet against Carlos Ulberg until he proves that he's not that guy, and I think he is that guy. So fuck it. Third leg: Carlos Ulberg, Cody Stamen, and Morono. Book it.
I like it. I like it. I might tell you on that for a very small play for me. I love Carlos here.
Yeah.
I think he's the real deal, all that. I can't remember if it was Punch List. I'm going to give them credit. I don't know if it was another podcast I listened to or not, but they did make a good comparison here. Carlos Ulberg is going to be this week's Chaos Williams, where you feel so confident going into it. You feel so confident, and then you get a little scared.
Yeah.
Then you get a little scared. You take the finish because you're like, this is such a mismatch, and it's going to be fine. And then you're lucky to get out with a money line win at minus
Yeah.
410, minus 300. Um,
I hope not, dude. I hope
I hope
not.
not either. I'm still big on Carlos. I am surprised at his age. I did not know he was 32. I thought he was a lot younger than that. So
Yeah.
if he's gonna make a run, he can't lose. That's all it is. He's gonna keep winning.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I'm nervous what you just said about last week's Chaos Williams, but anyway, moving on. Here we go. Here we go. Plus 250 Dog and D Rod. Daniel Rodriguez going against Ian now Machado Gary. No longer Ian Gary. It's Ian Machado Gary. Significant favorite at minus 300. Why? Well, he's the next Conor McGregor, right? Listening to this guy on the microphone is cringe. And I understand, okay, you got the Irish thing going on. You grew up watching Conor. You feel like you have to be that guy, the showsman, the guy who has all the lines and the MC, give him the mic and he'll entertain. Oh man, he should not do that. He shouldn't. He's probably a really nice guy, he probably is. But to see him like talk shit and talk smack and try and do the Connor thing is so fucking cringe, man. And for that reason, I can't wait until he loses. Now, is this the fight to fade him on? You got D-Rod. Daniel Rodriguez had a major, major streak going. Well, four fight win streak is significant. Maybe not major. But he's a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter. If you beat Kevin Lee, right? You beat Li Jing Liang, you beat Mike Perry. Um, these aren't crap fighters, right? They're good. Who has Ian Gary been fighting? For the most part, I don't want to say crap fighters, but not he hasn't fought a guy like D Rod, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I got too much respect for D Rod, but I think the dude's a legit fighter. Um, my only concern here is speed and technique. That's my concern here. Ian Gary's only 25 years old. I would imagine his movement, his feints, his strikes, they're just going to be much crisper. He's going to be much faster. Ian Gary, I don't see. I don't know. The only way I see D Rod winning this is if he just turns this into a fucking fight, man. Like an LA street fight, bro. Makes it rough, makes it dirty. Fucking that. If he doesn't do that, what is D Rod gonna do? Outclass him? Like, I don't know, man. I'm really torn on this. I really am. Something tells me Gary by decision all day. That's what my brain tells me. But man, my heart wants D-Rod to knock him the fuck out. So I'm gonna sleep on this, JB. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but at plus 250, like I said, is D-Rod gonna get the decision? I don't know. I could see him knocking him out, and I hope he knocks him out. Therefore, I might look to even juice that up and get cute. I don't know. I'm torn. What do you think?
I'm big on D-Rod. He is my play of this night.
Oh yeah, love it.
Multiple factors. I think he is that good. I think he is undervalued here. And I think Gary is super overrated. Yes,
Yeah,
they want him to be the next Conor McGregor. He
for
is
sure.
not the next Conor McGregor. I believe it was the Johns Jones fight because I believe we were at Encore, the sports book. He almost lost that fight.
Mm-hmm.
He almost lost that fight. He got clipped a couple times. Yes, he
Yeah.
ended up finishing the guy. Now, do you know who that individual was he almost lost to?
Was it Ken Unsong?
Okay, so you're better than me because I don't know who that was, and that's my point. I know who D Rod is, though. I
Yeah,
damn
yeah, it
well
was
know
Ken.
who D
Yeah,
Rod is.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm very confident Daniel Rodriguez. I'm not confident on a finish. I'm confident he's going to win. So
Okay.
he is probably my. I'm going to play him straight up because he's at plus 250, and he's going to be a parlay piece.
Okay, I get nervous if it goes to the judges, man. I really do in this situation with the UFC and Gary, But I love your confidence. It's made me feel much better. Let's ride. Let's ride with D-Rod, man.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, I am excited for this one. Not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to this more than any other fight on the card. We got a pick'em and Anthony Lionheart Smith versus Johnny fucking Walker. He doesn't have a nickname, Johnny Walker, does he?
No,
He doesn't. I guess he doesn't need one. Johnny Walker is entertaining enough. He I don't know. I can't believe in Johnny Walker. I know he strung a couple wins together, but against Ian Kudalaba, he's not a strong fighter. And Paul Craig, I don't want to talk bad about your boy, but Paul Craig's got to he's got to either learn to strike or he's got anyway. I think Anthony Smith gets a lot of shit. I do. Um, I'm not. I'm not somebody to give him a lot of shit, man. I'm not. The guy is a true veteran of the game. He really is, and he's not. He's not that old. 34 years old. There's still some tread left on the tires, man. I think. He went for a bit of a run. I think the soundbite when you fuck Glover Teixeira. Glover's beating the shit out of him. It's just business, Anthony. Man, it was a horrible moment to watch, but since let's say those title dreams went to shit, they went on a nice little 3-fight win streak. Devin Clark, Jimmy Crute, even though that was the leg incident, I believe, and then Ryan Spann. Ryan Spann certainly went on a run himself. So I like the skill set of Anthony Smith, and I'll tell you what I like, and the reason that I'm going to take him straight up. The fight IQ in this fight are worlds apart, worlds apart. And if you're betting on Johnny Walker, I think you're just betting that he's going to catch somebody with a flying, spinning, or what Johnny does. The second somebody shoots, he just like throws those elbows from hell. Like
Mhm.
there's no Johnny Walker. I've never seen it. I love watching him fail. It's a prospect, a busted prospect. I think that's a fact at this point. And I think when you throw Johnny Walker into the octagon with a true vet of the sport and the game and the UFC and Lionheart Smith, I think Johnny Walker is going to pay the price. He's going to get outclassed. He's going to get outsmarted. I think he's going to look silly in this, to be honest. I'm surprised with the odds, but hey, give me Lionheart Smith. Couple units straight up. Don't get cute with it.
Yeah, I'm not as confident on Anthony Smith, but again, he is my pick here, and he's a parlay piece, not straight up for me, but he is a strong parlay piece for me. Uh, he's a little disrespected here for this being an even pick him, in my
Oh,
opinion.
I totally agree. I think he's more than a little disrespected, man. I really do.
Yep. Yep. All right, you start here, and I'll get warmed up.
I don't. I I don't think it should be allowed, first of all, if you have a headline fight on a card for one of the fighters to be plus 400. I don't. I think they should probably implement a rule and say that it can only be so big of a discrepancy. The headlining fight on the card, you should be promoting that. You should be selling that. It's not possible. It's not possible with odds like this. It's not possible with a fight like this. You know what I mean? And I think this is where the UFC have to feel bad about this. They should. Um, what is it to say? Almeida looks damn good, man. Almeida looks damn good. You know, who's gonna stop Almeida? The only concern is, yeah, he is very light for the weight class, right? He's extremely light. Now that lightness gives him speed, and the guy's built like a fucking brick shithouse. So for me, it's like, all right, let's see Jalton Almeida. I'm looking past this fight, JB. I'm looking way past this because Rosenstrike sucks. He
Okay.
sucks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
his
Okay.
output is nothing. His volume is dismal. His yeah, he's got power. I agree. So I don't know if he connects with one of the three punches he throws in each round. Maybe you're in trouble. But I just watching him fight is just brutal, and I think Almeida watching him fight is extremely exciting. Complete opposite of Rosenstrike. The dude has supreme offense, and he's going to get Rosenstrike out of there. He is going to get Rosenstrike out of there. And, from a betting standpoint, there's nothing to do with this fight. The line is just that ridiculous. So, yeah, can't bet it. Probably could barely watch it, but since I like watching Rosenstrike lose, I'll be tuning in around 3 p.m. or whatever this fight is. Wow, what a horrible way to end the card, man.
Okay. Rosenstruck's gonna win the fight. Okay.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Tell me more, please. How is that going to happen?
Because he's better. So, one, the parlay piece for me here, and it's the lotto ticket parlay. Take D-Rod and Rosenstruck parlay together. Get a nice little juiced up parlay. Okay, we're gonna do that.
Yeah, okay. I mean, look, I do like, yeah, all right. I don't hate it. I don't
Okay.
hate it.
Now,
But how is Rosenstrike winning this fight?
so Biggie Boy, as his nickname would say, is 13-4. Okay. His four losses: Volk, Curtis Blades, Sorrel Gone, and Francis Ngannou. Okay.
Okay.
Anyone on that card that is not good that he lost to?
Okay, well, he lost to Alistair Overeem as well, but the ref decided to stop the fights when his lip kind of separated from his face. Alistair Overeem dominated him that fight, and that was a bullshit stoppage.
Okay, but his record only has four losses on it, correct?
Yeah, all right. So you could look at the other side of that coin, which is, he beat Augusto Sakai. Oh,
Fair,
he
fair.
beat Chris Dawkins, your boy.
Oh, darn. Yeah, okay.
I'm not impressed with the resume. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but I am impressed with his losses. Sorrel Gone, unanimous decision. Curtis Blade, unanimous decision. Those are two people that are finishing people. A lot of other people who probably aren't as good as a Rosenstruck, right? So, like, he's a live dog here, and at plus 400 on a bullshit fight night, Almeida has beaten nobody. Shamil, cool. Parker Porter, awesome. Who on this resume is like, oh my god, I can't believe he's the real deal and he beat this guy?
Nah, yeah, I don't think I mean I see what you're doing, but the way in which Almeida fights and finishes every one of his opponents, 18 wins, 18 finishes,
Mhm.
he's a different breed, bro. He's a different breed.
And again, okay, soft spot in my heart for Biggie Boy here. He is a boy. Okay, he's one of my boys here. So I'm gonna bet him. I just like one, it's bullshit that this is like if this is actually what it should be. And again, I think this line is too wide, but say there are a lot smarter people in the world than me, which there are in Vegas, and this line is
Mhm.
correct. To your point, this is a disgusting main event. I don't give a fuck if they put it on at 1 a.m. This should not have the fucking main event. It
I
shouldn't
agree.
it's
So
just
wait,
stupid.
so to be clear, I do. I mean, it's that parlay is interesting with D-Rod and Biggie Boy, but if you're so high on Biggie Boy, then you got to take him straight up in this situation by KO or a little sprinkle money line. Well, like you have to, you
So
have to.
by KO is plus 450. So
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna do that, right? They're saying the only way he's gonna win is by KO.
correct.
What happens if Almeida does a Gilbert Burns and throws out his shoulder, and Rosenstruck is just too tired to do anything besides, jab him for the next 4 rounds? Okay, so
Yeah.
no, I'll take my plus 400. Depending on how the night goes, it may be a straight play. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, I'm down money. Here comes Biggie Boy to save my night."
Hmm.
Absolutely not. But he's a parlay piece, and he is a, "Oh, I hit a D-Rod bet. Oh, the earlier parlay hit. Yeah, let's do a little sprinkle straight
Yeah.
up on
Okay.
my bear Biggie
All
Boy
right.
here."
I dig it, JB. I dig it. All right. So that's the
Uh,
card.
yeah, and I'm very depressed about that start time. Very depressed about that start
Yeah,
time.
I didn't know that, man.
All right, so still a
Oh,
big
what?
hole. Still a
How?
big
Wait,
hole.
how did it get worse? Oh no,
Didn't
no,
get
that's the year to date. Year to date.
yeah. Settle down. Settle
Okay. No,
down.
you're climbing. I'm reading it now. Okay,
I'm
okay.
climbing. I'm climbing. I'm climbing.
Hey,
Okay,
you want
we're
to
getting
specify where those 15 units have come from in May?
tennis, sir. And to show that
Well,
I'm a full
it's funny to
degen,
hear it.
that number is probably closer to 30, but I just suck at UFC betting apparently. So tennis is gonna save your boy here. Tennis.
Unreal, dude. Text messages, I believe, just this week. Aha, just another. I forget even how many units. Oh, just one. There's many units in tennis. 5 units here, 5 units there. Like at 12 noon. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
my God, what have you become?
A lot of things, man. A lot of things. You're doing your, you're that guy hanging around, just
Oh, hey, hold on. Year to date, hey, 7 units. I'm making my moves. Year to date last year was up a unit, down a unit, up a unit, down a unit. I'll take 7 at this point. I'll tell you, I think I'm done betting on hockey. I'll tell you that. I think I'm done betting on hockey. I've told you this before. It's not fun. There are very little props. Playoff hockey, especially. I'm done. But NBA, NBA. I always sucked. I was never a good player. Never really watched it, but I tell you what, man, those NBA same game parlays, I'm all here for it. I'm all here for it, bro. So I'm gonna ride out the NBA playoffs. All right, break the 10 unit mark, and now is when all the possibilities will open up. All right. So it's just my strategy. It's a little glimpse into my strategy.
I like it. I like it. It's positive. Did you like start going down a rabbit hole with the Celtics the other night?
What rabbit hole? What do you mean?
So I don't know if it was like a delayed reaction, but all of a sudden it was like you took like a Tatum points thing, and then you took a Celtics bet, and then you took like a Celtics like they were live, so you took them like an alternate line total.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's my thing. That's my thing,
That's
bro.
your thing.
Bro,
That's your
bro.
thing.
Alternate line totals with about 5 minutes left or 3 minutes left, right? If you watch the whole game, you can tell. All right, are they super sloppy? Who's hot? Who's tossing up bricks? You can guesstimate with 5 minutes left, 3 minutes left. All right, whatever the over under is at. If they've been super sloppy, go with the under. If folks are heating up, or you want to roll the dice, take the over, take the over. Both of my bets, live bets with 5 minutes left, have been on the under. And I tell you, man, I'm a big fan of that live bet with 5 minutes left because at that point you can make an informed decision based on all of these data points collected since the first tip off. I tell you, man, I love it.
Sound like a fucking nerd when you say that, but I'll take it. I'll take
I'm
it.
just hey. If I was losing these bets, I would have nothing to say to you right now. But because I've won them, I gotta create, just some bullshit. I just gotta just spew some bullshit, which is how I feel,
I
ironically.
like it. I like it. All right, tomorrow night, CES 73 in Beverly,
Yes,
Massachusetts.
sir.
At the where are we going? It's in Beverly. Where the fuck?
It's a North Shore Music Theater.
Oh, 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 okay.
Yeah.
I think who is it? Joe Lawson and
Joe
Charlie.
Lozano will be there. I think he's announcing it.
Yeah, I think Charles Rosa is as well. I think he's an
Giles Rosa
announcer.
was there. I saw him. Is he okay? So he's going to be announcing too. That's cool.
Yes, yes, we have 11 MMA bouts and one grappling bout.
Oh,
Um, William Knight, UFC fighter William Knight is facing Domingos Barros. I don't know.
I don't know. Did you see the
Um,
scuffle they got into?
I did. Very excited. They do not like each other.
Love it.
Do not like each other. William
Love
Knight
it.
probably should finish him, but Domingos is 7-1, got some power, and I believe he's from Fall River, Massachusetts, so he will have
Oh
the
yeah,
hometown flair. I do believe William Knight is from Connecticut, so not
he is.
necessarily
That's
at all.
correct. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right? We're big local MMA guys. There's only one other person on this card I want to give a shout out to. Travis Demko.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
3-0 fighting Sean Johnson. I think Travis Demko is going to win that fight. I think he's going to win it easily.
Mhm.
He is the guy. I think I told you. I think he had the Permian Panther crew when we were waiting for beers at Combat FC. He was like had a cigar in his mouth. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
We have seen him fight before at CES, believe it or not. I had to go back. Sorry, Travis, I did not remember seeing you fight that time, but he was at CES fight. We went down to
Yeah,
Twin
yeah,
River.
yeah. We were getting beers, man. We were waiting in line for like an hour for beers, and we missed his entire fight.
Yeah, yeah. So he's fighting tomorrow night. Very excited to see him fight. And then he is booked to fight at Combat FC in June 16th as well. So fast turnaround for him.
Okay.
Fast turnaround for him.
Okay. Okay.
But I like the move. I like the move. You want to make a name for yourself, you got to get out there. You can't sit on the bench. You can't.
Exactly. Exactly. It's good strategy.
So Blink 182 Combat FC, JB solo shows there. So if anyone wants to be my friend and hang out with me, I have tickets. Gonna be a good time. Gonna be time. I think, we know Joey's loyalty factor here and all that. So he's probably going to hang out with another podcast during those.
Bullshit, dude. Bullshit. I would love to join you, man, but I'd rather watch you suffer alone.
Okay. But the big news is, again, one of the highlights of the pay-per-view was they casually announced UFC 292 Boston Garden, August 19th. Pay-per-view in Boston.
Is this official?
So it's official enough that it's on the Tapology page. It's official enough that Dana has said, basically, yeah, Boston's a possibility for that fight. So he is not committed to the date. He is not committed to the 292, but John Anik said it on the broadcast, which means it's real.
It's real, man.
I also know why it's real because I emailed my representative at the Guard, and they're like, "Yeah, we heard about this. We just don't have the detail on the tickets yet." So the UFC is coming to the TD Garden. I believe it is 292. I believe it is on the 19th. I just don't think it has been officially announced yet.
Time to make moves, bro. Time to make moves.
I think we were both hoping, and I think there still was a potential here, right? We were hoping that was going to be the Conor McGregor Michael Chandler fight.
Well, it's not over till it's over. Look, we know what's going to happen over the summer. There's still a shot. Things get shifted around all the fucking time, but it doesn't look to be the case.
So right now they're saying Aljo versus Sean O'Malley is the main event. Unconfirmed rumor. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. I do think you can put Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor on that card as well and have that be the co-headliner. Can you put Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler as the main event with no belt on the line? Probably, and I'd buy it, but I think a lot of people would be pissed off about it.
I don't think you can. I'm just going to say that. I don't think you can. I think that's against the rules of the UFC. Conor McGregor in a co-main. Come on.
Okay. The other fight unconfirmed is Cody Garbrandt versus Mario Batista. The only two fights currently unconfirmed on
That's a good fight.
Tape. Yeah,
that's a good scrap.
So we will be there. Where our seats will be are to be determined. I will be begging, crawling, and all that to try to get into this event. Dale is not making the trip from Punch List to CES, but he did say 292 is a possibility.
292 is a possibility. Okay. Well, if you're gonna make it for one, bro, that's the right one.
Yeah. That's all I got. Other than I'm seeing you tomorrow early. So
yeah, dude.
I think CES starts again. I shot a text message on their Instagram account there. I think the first fight's at 8. I think the prelims start at 8 and the main card starts at 9. So I believe the plan was for you to get over my house around noonish, and we're gonna drink beers and smoke a lot of meat on the Traeger. I got a pork belly, I got a pork butt, I got some ribs. So if you're going to CES and you happen to see someone in Boston Brews Bets gear, don't be offended if they're completely fucking trash.
Oh yeah, trashed like pork belly, like smeared all over the cheek, like just in real rough shape. I gotta pick my car up tomorrow, dude. I got. It's
Oh,
gonna
here we
delay
go.
me.
Here we
It's
go.
gonna
Here we
delay me.
go
I bought a
now.
big car today. I bought a
Yeah,
big car,
okay,
so
okay.
that's gonna delay me a bit. But
Oh,
dude, yeah, the
Jesus.
beers will
Here
be
we go.
flowing. The beers will be flowing. The pork butt will be smoking. I'm excited for the pork belly because I've never tried smoking that before, and I know it's just a couple hours, but that's a delicious cut, man.
So going back to your big car here, your big car. What time are you picking up your big car?
12:30.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go. So you'll be at my
12:30.
house by what, 5?
1:30.
Okay. The over
1:30.
under is set at 130. I'm taking the over.
Can I change it to 2?
No, no, you cannot, sir. No, you cannot.
Whatever, man. It's gonna be hell of a day. Hell of a day, bro.
Hell of a day. I'm banging out of work. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm done taking a PTO day. Yeah, I'll be drinking early. So, you show up when you want, sir. I
Yeah.
cannot promise the condition I will be in when you show up.
Yeah. You're always in terrible condition, man. You're always, always.
Thank you. All right. I'm trying to get positive. You are positive. Any other final words?
Uh oh man, what is there to say? Summer is almost here. And do you know what comes with the summertime? Heat, baby. 7 units is about to climb into double digits, and from there, sky's the limit. Your boy Joey is on his way for the first time ever to plus 20 units. All right. And I will be there by summertime. You have my word.
I love it. You got that big car energy, man. You got that big car energy.
Exactly. Exactly. Stay positive, bro.
Stay positive and see you tomorrow.
All right, brother. Till next time.